Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am sharing my final two cards with the March Paper Pumpkin Kit. Here's to you. So these are my Paper Pumpkin alternates, cards number 7 and 8. I will leave in the description box below the videos for my first batch of alternate cards. I wasn't necessarily in a hurry to finish it off, but with the April Paper Pumpkin coming soon, I thought, well, if I finished it off and got it off my counter, there's room for another Paper Pumpkin box. So the craft envelopes, of course, came in the kit. I did the birds and the trees. Both of those stamps came in the kit. The envelope liner came in the kit, and I just adhered it inside. And someone actually gave a tip on the envelope liners that if you cut the bottom 2 inches off, you can use that paper for other projects, which I thought was a really great idea. So I did that. So my envelope liner, you can see, doesn't go all the way down to the bottom because, I mean, nobody sees that part anyways. So while this isn't my favorite patterned paper ever, I did cut off those strips in case I needed them for other cards, and I did end up using them. So here is the front of my card. I used the printed panel that came in the kit. I did cut it smaller using stitched rectangle dies from Your Next Stamp. And then this kind of peachy panel is the back side of one of the cards with the smaller image. The kit came with 4 of these pretty peacock card bases that are white on the inside, and then 4 of these panels. And then it also came with 4 peach cards with this on the front and then plain peach on the back. So I cut all those apart. And so this is the back of this peach card here. And I embossed it with the Subtles embossing folder. If you follow me, you know that my New Year's resolution was to try to use my embossing folders more, and I keep forgetting. So I did pull it out, and I do really like the subtle texture. It reminds me of the basil cardstock, and I always loved that texture. So I did add that, again using the stitched rectangles from Your Next Stamp to cut that just a little smaller so I would have a nice border all the way around. No shimmer or shine, I stamped the birds. This laser cut pine came in the kit. Making pop-ups like this is something that I do quite a bit, and in the description box below I will leave a link to the video where I show how you can also make just a simple box pop-up. They're generic, you can animate all kinds of things as long as it fits within the confines of your card when the card is closed, because you don't want it to stick out. And I'm loving seeing that some of my followers have been making these pop-ups as well. So lots of fun. That just makes me happy. As I said, these were envelope liners cut down. I used Karen Burniston's crosshatch rectangles for the sentiment and the other rectangles here. And you can see they give a nice embossed edge when you die cut them. You don't have to do anything else to it. That just comes with it when it's die cut. A strip of a pretty peacock cardstock. It's actually a cardstock color that I quite like, so I did buy a package of it from Stampin' Up! When it was first released. So I was glad to have that in my stash because I don't generally have the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors when the Paper Pumpkin kit rolls around. So another stamp there, room to sign our name. And I didn't bring my notes as to where this is from, but I will have a full supply list on my blog if you are not sure and you want more of those details. And then my second card, on this one, I just added a strip on the envelope. So this is the cutoff strip from this envelope liner here. I didn't end up using the liner there because I didn't have enough left. I stamped the trees and birds again on that envelope, and I didn't think I had any of those left. I was surprised. I thought I had 4 of these and I had used all 4, but I hadn't. So that was a happy surprise when I was trying to finish the kit off. Again, this laser cut tree comes in the kit, and I just loved it. I added the laser trees to this cutaway panel, which I'm pretty sure was shown in the sample, but I loved that look. The first card that I made had that, and I loved it. So I did that again. I'm not sure if it shows up on video, but I did give the sun and the edge of the trees just a touch from Wink of Stella. I stamped the bird. The rectangle label came in the kit, as does the happy birthday stamp, so I stamped it and added it there. Everything is popped up with foam tape. I had some of the leftover peach strips left over. I have a little plastic envelope that I keep in with my Paper Pumpkin kits. And all the little offcuts, all those pieces, all those scraps, I put in that plastic envelope until I'm finished working with the kit. Because you never know when you're going to need just a little strip or pop of color to make everything coordinate. So now that envelope has been purged into recycling, but I cut 2 squares and then just split the squares in half and then layered them here offset just a little bit. Probably hard to see in the video, but in real life, I do like the definition that gives. And then another pop-up inside, exactly the same as that one. This time I used the Crosshatch Squares by Karen Burniston, stamped the trees. I know this one comes from Perennial Birthday. The clouds, of course, they came in the kit as well. I never used them as intended. I think they were supposed to be stacked above this image on the peach card base, but I used them here. One more of the pine laser cuts, and then the sun was done with one of the stencils, and the stencils, of course, were one of the free gifts that were included with this month's paper pumpkin. 2 more strips and that finished off that pattern paper. Room to sign a note. It was quick and easy to make. I loved using up all the leftover pieces, and then when I was completely tidying up, I found one more laser tree. So I did put that aside, and I'm not sure what I will use it on, but I am a huge tree fan, so I expect I will be using that on the card sometime soon. So there's my 2 final paper pumpkin alternates. The March Paper Pumpkin Kit came with enough supplies to make 8 cards, and that's what I did. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.